Archangel Michael says, there's something happening in the realm of spirit that no one around you knows about. You've been watched, not by a threat, but by a protector whose identity has remained hidden until this very night. The time for secrets is over, and the veil that kept him invisible is beginning to lift. You may have wondered how you escaped certain troubles, how disasters reversed suddenly without explanation. The truth is, there's been a man guarding your life from the shadows, instructed by heaven to shield you. He never asked for recognition, but tonight, his face will appear in a way that will shake your spirit to the core. He has traveled across dimensions, walked behind you in busy crowds, and whispered into the ears of strangers to turn them away from harming you. He was there when others plotted against your light. He blocked the path of evil without you even feeling the tension. And now, by divine command, the one who has loved you from afar will step closer. A powerful assignment was given to him the day you were born. Since then, he has followed you like the moon follows the sea, constant, unwavering, mysterious. But tonight, the moonlight will reveal his presence, and you will see who has fought so fiercely for your safety. Type Amen to get blessing 333. He knows your heart even better than you do. He was there when it shattered, and he held the pieces together from the outside while you cried inside. Every time someone tried to break you further, he stood tall behind the curtain of reality, blocking that blow. You didn't feel the storm because he became your shelter. You didn't drown in the pain because he was your unseen lifeboat, and now, for the first time in your journey, heaven will let you know the face of the man who has bled in silence for your soul's survival. Do not fear what you may see in your dreams tonight. He will come gently. You may feel heat down your spine or a strange chill around your window, but it's him announcing his arrival. He is coming not to frighten you, but to finally say, I've been here all along, and I'm still not leaving. He has witnessed your loneliness, your confusion, your moments of despair when you thought no one cared. And it broke him more than you know, but he stayed in the shadows because heaven asked him to. He sacrificed being known so that you could be whole. Type Amen to get blessing 447. You are divinely connected to this guardian, far more than blood, beyond time, beyond this life. He has protected your name when it was being soiled in private conversations. He has intercepted phone calls, redirected curses, blocked accidents, and delayed people just so you'd stay safe. He once stood behind your door the night someone with bad intentions passed by your home. That person never knocked because the presence of this man was stronger than their darkness. Without saying a word, he made your enemies turn back in fear and confusion. Archangel Michael says, this protector has not only been assigned, he has chosen you out of love. His spirit once knew yours in a realm where only souls speak, and he volunteered to come with you. From the moment you breathed your first breath, he started fighting for your last one to be peaceful. Your entire life is not a coincidence. The delays, the timing, the narrow escapes, they were all coordinated by him. While you were sleeping, he was awake. While others gave up on you, he stood beside your name with a sword no human eye could see. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 909. He doesn't live in a house you can find yet. He belongs to the light and can walk through dimensions of time. But tonight, heaven is giving him a temporary body so you can see the truth with your own eyes. You may meet a stranger who says something oddly familiar. you might see a dream that feels more real than anything you've known. Or someone might approach with eyes that lock into your soul and make your heart ache for no reason. That's him. You have longed to be understood, to be held without question, to be saved without needing to ask. Heaven listened. And this man, your divine protector, was the answer. His presence was the yes to your tearful prayers. Archangel Michael says, there are some spiritual contracts you made before you came here. One of them was to never walk alone. That promise has never been broken. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. He is a warrior, not just with a sword, but with silence. He has kept secrets that could have ruined you. He has seen truths about people near you and stayed quiet, only intervening when they crossed the final line. Even when you trusted the wrong ones, he stayed loyal. When you gave your heart to someone who didn't deserve it, he stood behind, waiting to clean up the pain. He let you learn but never let you be destroyed. There is a reason you've never been fully broken. It's because someone spiritual made a vow in heaven never to let your light go out. And that someone is him. There's a symbol that will appear to you tonight. It could be a number, a name you haven't heard in years, or a sudden flash of memory. It's the sign he is near. Type Amen to get blessing 888. He may appear to you in human form, just for one moment. His words may be simple, but the power in his eyes will tell you everything. You will not forget that gaze. It will follow you like a melody you cannot unhear. Even your enemies have felt his presence. That's why their plans never fully worked. They were confused, they didn't know how or why things turned against them. But it was him, shifting the ground beneath their wicked feet. Tonight is sacred, if you feel an urge to stay awake. Listen. If your room gets quieter than usual, it's because he is standing near. You are not going crazy, you are finally being awakened. You've cried long enough. Now heaven is rewarding your tears. Tears with presence, no more guessing. No more being alone in battle. You have always had someone standing just behind the veil. Type Amen to get blessing 444. He has protected your future relationships too. The ones who could have destroyed your destiny were removed by him. Even if it broke your heart at the time, it was for your protection. He knows what your spirit needs more than what your emotions want. He is here to make sure your future isn't just good, it's holy, and he will not allow demons in human form to cross that divine line. There's a reason your name is being whispered right now in other realms. Your life is entering a new season, and heaven wants you to know who helped you reach this level. It wasn't luck, it was loyalty from someone divine. You've had so many sleepless nights without knowing why. Some of them weren't your own burden, they were the weight he lifted for you. When your heart felt heavy, he was absorbing energies you couldn't carry. Type Amen to get blessing 707. This message is not just a story, it is your spiritual awakening. Every word written here is attached to a pulse that matches your soul. You are being invited to receive this truth and honor the one who honored you in silence for years. He is not here to claim credit, he is here to confirm that you were never forgotten. In every battle, someone stood behind you with more power than all your enemies combined. And now you get to meet him, or at least feel him. You may cry tonight and not know why, it's okay. Your soul is finally recognizing what your mind has yet to understand. Archangel Michael says, trust what your spirit tells you in the stillness. listen in the silence. And if your heart suddenly beats faster, He's near. Type Amen to get blessing 313. You have a divine promise written over your life. Nothing can cancel it. Not people, not plans, not even past mistakes. The man who has protected you was given the authority to interrupt any timeline that could end you too soon. And he has done it again and again, even when you didn't ask for help. Let tonight be the beginning of new clarity for you. Open your heart, even if you don't fully understand. What you are feeling is real. He is real. This message is not random, it is a divine appointment. He is the reason your name didn't get ruined. He is the reason you are still standing. He is the reason no weapon formed against you worked. You will finally know who He is. Type Amen to get blessing 555. He walked with you through storms you thought you faced alone. While you were breaking down behind closed doors, He stood on the other side, facing off invisible battles that would have shattered your soul. You didn't see Him, but He never left your side. Even during your worst failures, He didn't stop loving you. He didn't turn away when others mocked you or spread lies. Instead, He stood over your name, protecting it in realms where your voice couldn't reach. When you fell in love with people who drained your energy, He warned you through dreams and gut feelings. You may not have listened then, but He stayed anyway, keeping your soul safe when your heart wandered. He forgave what you couldn't forgive yourself for. He has been the keeper of your light in moments of darkness. That man is not just assigned to you, he's in love with your spirit's purity. He doesn't want your body, your wealth, or your attention. He only wants your protection to remain sacred and strong. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. When you had close calls, car crashes that never happened, illnesses that reversed, betrayals that got exposed, He was there. He moved through realms faster than lightning to stop things from stealing your joy. Heaven always gave Him the final say in your protection. Even now, people are confused about why their plots failed. They wonder how you always escape, how you always find peace again. It's because they never knew someone divine was playing chess while they played with your name. You are chosen, and that makes you a target. But this man was placed near your soul to guarantee your survival. The power he carries is not of this world, it is heaven-backed, archangel-guided, and spirit-born. There will be a moment tonight when you'll feel watched, but it won't be uncomfortable. Instead, it will feel safe, like someone is holding your energy in calm, warm silence. That's when you'll know He's there. Type Amen to get blessing 696. He has cried for you. Not because you failed, but because you doubted your own worth. He saw your true light, and it pained Him to watch you dim it for people who didn't even do it. He is not your twin flame, not your soulmate. He is something higher. He is a divine protector, bonded to your destiny before either of you entered this lifetime. And because of that, His loyalty is eternal. This is not just a season of exposure. This is the season when heaven rewards your innocence with truth. He's been around you every time you said, "I don't know how I made it through." Tonight is not just another night, it's the doorway to new clarity. You will remember this moment when the world tries to make you forget your worth again, because after tonight, you won't feel alone in that same way ever again. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. Even your inner child has been protected by Him. He saw what was done to you, the words that hurt you, the abandonment that scarred you. He tried to intervene, but sometimes free will kept him on the sidelines. Still, he stayed close, always healing what others broke. Your future children, your dreams, your home, your sleep, it has all been watched over by him. There are things you don't even know you were saved from. Situations that were deleted from your life timeline. You've seen shadows move out of the corner of your eye, haven't you? Heard whispers when no one was there. That was him, checking in. Not haunting you, but holding space beside your breath. Archangel Michael says this protector is not just loyal to your purpose, he's trained in the light. No dark force can bribe him, no temptation can sway him. His bond to you is a divine contract. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. He's been misunderstood by other spirits because he chooses to protect you without reward. He has lost battles in other realms just to keep you from losing one on earth. He would give everything up to keep your soul whole. Even when you made choices that hurt your path, he never judged you. He stepped in and softened the consequences. Sometimes you blamed yourself for too long, not knowing how much heavier it could have been without him. There are people who never returned into your life because he blocked them. He knew their intentions. He felt the vibrations of deceit before they could even touch you. You were spared, even if you felt abandoned at the time. You will be guided to a place tonight, either a dream, a memory, or a vision. In that sacred space, you will see a silhouette. Pay attention to his eyes, that's how you'll know it's him. Type Amen to get blessing 717. He will not speak many words, but you will hear him through energy. A presence so strong will wrap around you like calm thunder. He's not here to frighten, he's here to reveal. Every time you've whispered, "God, please send someone," he heard it. He was already there, and tonight, the time has come for you to feel his confirmation. He stood over you the night you almost gave up. You don't know how you survived, but he does. He stood between your life and the final door. And refused to let you go through it. The light you carry is not ordinary, and that's why heaven had to assign someone this powerful to you. He is not just here for this life. He will be there until your spirit returns to its eternal form. Type Amen to get blessing 5454. This man, your invisible guardian, has a message to pass on tonight. It's not written, not spoken, but it will arrive through intuition, through sudden knowing. Trust that moment. Don't ignore it like before. Your ancestors have watched him guard you, and they honor him deeply. In your bloodline, many have prayed that you be protected differently than they were. He is the answer to those ancestral cries. Sometimes, he stands with Archangel Michael himself when the battle for your life gets intense. Together, they form a barrier around your purpose that darkness cannot pierce. You are that important. Tonight, you may wake suddenly. Don't be afraid. That will be the hour his spirit stands closest, letting you feel what heaven feels about you, pure, eternal, divine love. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. You may not remember his face clearly, but your soul will feel calm like it's returned home. His presence will pull tension from your chest and clear confusion from your mind. That's how you'll know it's him. If you walk outside and feel wind without a breeze, or sense a warmth on your skin without a source, pause. That's him standing near. A silent declaration that he's still with you. People will start noticing a glow around you after tonight. That's his energy now aligning with yours. You will walk differently, speak differently, and even feel lighter. This is your moment. This is not just a script. It's a spiritual delivery. Something sacred is being handed to you tonight that cannot be taken away again. Type Amen to get blessing 939. Your guardian has waited patiently for this permission. Heaven told him, tonight, he will finally be able to recognize you, and so he prepares. He watches. He waits. You are never forgotten. You are never without help. This message comes to remind you of that holy truth. You were always guarded, even in the silence. Your protection is personal. Your journey is sacred. And your guardian, the man you will soon encounter. He has loved you in the most selfless way a soul can. He does not ask for your devotion, just your awareness. And now, that awareness begins. Tonight, your eyes will see what your spirit has always known. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. He has watched you grow through every storm, unseen but always present. Through the fire of betrayal, the silence of abandonment, and the shadow of heartbreak. Each time someone left you crying in a dark room, he stood outside that room, not allowed in by divine law, but aching deeply for you. He whispered comfort into the air around you, hoping your soul would hear him even if your mind could not. There were moments you thought the pain would kill you. But somehow, something pulled you back to life each time. That something was not chance, it was him, your silent guardian, holding you by a thread woven in heaven's gold. Tonight, the barrier between worlds will grow thin. You will not need to try to see him. He will appear in a way that only your spirit can understand, whether in dream, in memory, in a stranger's eyes, or a song that suddenly plays and shakes you to tears. Do not dismiss these signs as mere coincidence. He is using everything around you to say, I am real, I am here. I have always been. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. You were never truly alone in the hospital bed, in that courtroom, in that dark moment after the phone call. He was there, standing at your side. When no one else knew how to be. He didn't need to be seen, he only needed you to survive. When you got the strength to rise again, he smiled in silence. You didn't know he cheered in the spiritual realm every time you chose healing over hatred, hope over despair. Your courage has been his greatest reward. You felt strange warmth on your shoulders before. That was his hand, steadying you. You felt the urge to pause before danger, his voice, urging you softly to take a different path. Even now, someone might be whispering your name in a room far away. That whisper is connected to your guardian's divine movements. He is shifting the atmosphere around your name. Preparing people to meet the real you. Type Amen to get blessing 1122. He has removed people from your life with tears in his own unseen eyes. Because he saw how much you loved them, but he also saw what they were hiding. And he knew your love would have been destroyed by their lies, so he stepped in. Created delays, misunderstandings, distance, anything to give you breathing room. Anything to buy time for you to see the truth on your own terms. Archangel Michael says this man has chosen his role not out of duty, but devotion. He could have guarded anyone, but he insisted on you. He felt your spirit and made a vow no force could undo. He is the one who stood at the threshold of death and said, "Not this one. Not today." And the universe listened. That's why you're still breathing, still walking, still dreaming. Type Amen to get blessing 808. Sometimes when you pray, and your words feel like they disappear into the air, they don't. He catches them, he takes them and carries them to where the answers can form. He ensures they do not get lost in the chaos of the world. He has also blocked relationships, jobs, paths you thought were blessings, but weren't. You cried then. You'll thank him now. Because those roads would have ended in pain you didn't see coming. This man is not your enemy. He is not your illusion. He is your heavenly appointed backup, your behind-the-scenes warrior. The one who walked away from comfort so that your soul could walk into purpose. He watches you laugh now, sometimes silently smiling in the realm he exists in. You've made it further than most people thought you would, and it's time you knew why, because someone refused to let your story end early. Type Amen to get blessing 525. There are many who have tried to steal your light. They gossiped, backstabbed, plotted, but none of their plans came full circle. Why? Because this man, your silent guardian, scattered their energy every single time. He does not fight with words, he fights with divine interference. When someone lied on you, he exposed their truth before the damage was permanent. When they cursed your name, he blessed it even harder in a higher realm. He sees you as more than just a human, he sees the echo of who you were before this life, and who you're meant to become. He doesn't see your flaws, only your potential. And he would burn the gates of hell before he'd let anything or anyone steal your purpose. That's how loyal he is. That's how sacred your existence is to him. Type Amen to get blessing 369. You will feel safer after tonight, not just because you know, but because your soul will recognize him. His energy is ancient, familiar, soft but unstoppable. It's the same energy that held your soul in heaven before your birth. Your body may tingle, your chest may rise with emotion you can't name. But it's all part of this encounter. You will not need to fear what's unknown anymore. Because now you know, someone divine stands between you and every storm. You might receive a sign in Numbers 111, 333, 777, or maybe someone will mention a name that stirs something in your heart. You will know. Heaven doesn't send noise, it sends clarity. He will continue to protect you, even after tonight. But this new awareness will unlock your strength. Because now, you're not just protected, you're awake. Type Amen to get blessing 2112. He's preparing to stand beside you in spirit at your next big moment. Whether it's a decision, a risk, or a breakthrough, you will feel him next to you. And it will make you braver than ever before. You don't need to look for him, he's already looking out for you. You don't need to say his name, your soul already speaks his language. When others mock what they don't understand about you, he quietly intervenes. Not with loud gestures, but with events that humble those who doubted you. He is your proof that you are not abandoned, not now. Not ever. You were chosen, covered, and sealed under spiritual protection too strong to fail. Type Amen to get blessing 2002. And tonight, yes, this very night, is when the distance between realms becomes paper thin. You will see, hear, or feel something that will make you pause. That's the moment he steps closer than ever before. Whether it's a song that reminds you of safety, a smell that reminds you of childhood, or a sudden tear from nowhere, trust it. That's his presence affirming everything you've read here. He has stayed invisible for long enough. Heaven says now you deserve to know. Not to glorify him, but to awaken the truth inside you that you were never unprotected. So when you lay your head tonight, speak nothing, just close your eyes, and listen. His energy will say it all. I've never left you. And I never will. Type Amen to get blessing 303. You are out. Finally. God is exposing your sister. Your sister is. Archangel Michael says, this message is not random. It's arriving into your life in a moment of divine truth. There has been a shadow hiding in your family. Today, God is revealing it. Archangel Michael says, the truth has been lingering just beneath the surface. You have felt it in your spirit. Your body reacted before your mind could understand. There is someone close to you, very close. A person you shared your life with, laughed with, cried with, trusted. But behind the smile was a secret, your sister. Yes, the one who knows almost everything about you. She is not who you think she is. The energy around your home has felt different lately. Not just tension, but a presence watching, testing, triggering you. The source of that energy comes from her. Something happened 3 days ago that triggered this divine revelation. A whisper in your sleep. A strange coincidence. Something that made you stop and question your safety. That wasn't just paranoia. That was divine protection trying to alert you. A silent warning coming from the realm beyond. The angels are watching, and they have been patient. They watched as your sister played roles in your life. They observed the drama unfolding. Behind the scenes, she was pulling strings. She smiled in your face, but her actions spoke in other rooms. Her mouth carried stories you never approved. She exposed your personal matters to those who shouldn't have heard them. She described your weaknesses as entertainment. She turned your hardships into gossip. Every time you suffered, she watched quietly. Not in concern, but with a strange satisfaction. Her silence was not support, it was judgment. Type Amen to get blessing 333. She saw what you built with your effort. She knew what you went through to create stability. But her heart twisted when you succeeded. There were times you cried in private and she offered a shoulder. But later, that same pain you shared became fuel for her conversations with others. She broke sacred trust. Your belongings were touched when you weren't watching. Your name was mentioned in circles you didn't walk in. She tried to plant doubt in others about your character. God waited for the perfect moment to expose her. Because timing is divine. And now, everything is being unveiled. You may begin to see people treating you differently. As if they've been told lies. That's because they were. The source of that manipulation has always been closer than you imagined. It came from her lips, wrapped in jealousy and disguised as concern. There was a plan she devised behind your back. She tried to involve one more family member. But God scattered that plan before it touched you. Your sister knows things are unraveling. That's why her behavior changed lately. She's avoiding certain topics and watching you closely. She knows you feel something. That your spirit is no longer at peace around her. Your silence is speaking louder than your words ever did. Type Amen to get blessing 644. She tried to redirect the blame before you could catch her. She even planted little seeds so others would doubt you first. It was a tactic, a dark one. The lies she spread were carefully timed. She used moments when you were vulnerable, distracted, or in pain. That was when she struck hardest. Someone came to her with an opportunity that was meant for you. She convinced them to forget your name. She presented herself as the deserving one. That's why your plans were delayed. That's why blessings felt blocked. But now, the chains are breaking. God is removing the veil from your eyes. The truth can no longer hide. Every secret has an expiry date, and hers is here. Someone overheard her recently. Someone she didn't know was listening. That person is about to reach out to you with the missing piece. Your sister underestimated your protection. She didn't know the angels had already circled you. She thought she was clever. But heaven was watching. Type Amen to get blessing 555. She visited a place 2 weeks ago. Someone told her how to influence your emotions. She used a spiritual method not from God. It backfired. Since that moment, her dreams have been haunted. She's been waking up suddenly. She's seen faces in the mirror that don't belong. The energy she sent out is returning. It's hitting her mind, her peace, her plans. The shift is undeniable. Now she's panicking in silence, pretending everything is fine. But her thoughts are spinning like a storm. She will try to make you feel guilty soon. She'll approach you with a story, a cry, or a confession. But do not be moved by tears, discern the motive. God is not exposing her to destroy you, but to free you. You were carrying her darkness unknowingly. Now, the weight is being lifted. You are about to reclaim parts of yourself that she tried to copy. She imitated your words, your style, your voice, because she forgot her own. Type Amen to get blessing 712. Your spirit was never meant to compete in a family of love. But the envy in her soul couldn't celebrate you. She always felt overshadowed. When she spoke with others, she used a tone that belittled you softly. She painted you as incapable, too emotional, unstable. That was her weapon. But she knew better. She had seen your strength. It scared her. Because deep down, she wished she had your resilience. Someone tried to warn you years ago. But you brushed it off. You believed the best in her. You didn't want to believe betrayal could wear a familiar face, but now it's undeniable. The patterns are repeating. The dots are connecting. The divine spotlight is no longer turning away. She left something in your room one night. It had energy tied to it. You felt uneasy for days after. That item needs to be removed. Bless it. Burn it. Disconnect from it. God is cleansing your space. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You are not crazy. You are not imagining things. Your soul recognized danger before your mind accepted it. There is someone else she has spoken with about you. That person is keeping quiet, for now. But soon, they will reveal everything. The angels are orchestrating a divine exposure. She won't be able to explain away this time, too many witnesses. Too many patterns. She will play the victim. She may even try to use illness, money, or memories to draw you back. Stay firm. You can forgive, but you must protect. You can release, but you must separate. You owe her no more access. This is the beginning of your spiritual independence. Her voice will no longer echo inside your mind. Her energy will no longer block your doorway. You are stepping into a season where no sibling, no friend, no partner can delay what's meant for you. The heavens have cleared your path. Type Amen to get blessing 902. The next 14 days will show you who was really with you and who was pretending. Pay attention to sudden silence or sudden kindness. Both are messages. A letter is coming, either physical or spiritual. It may be a dream. It may be a message. But it carries divine clarity. Do not rush to respond when she tries to confront you. Let her speak. Let her reveal herself. Let the truth hang in the air. Her world is crumbling. Not because you exposed her, but because her foundation was built on manipulation, and that cannot stand in the light. You are not alone in this. You never were. The divine has wrapped you in spiritual armor. This is your freedom. This is your turn. This is your protected transition. Blessing 333, 555, 888 have covered you already. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. You have been chosen not just to survive this exposure, but to rise from it, to lead from it, to glow from it. She will remember your strength for years. Not because you fought, but because you chose peace. You are released. You are redeemed. You are real. Type Amen to get blessing 333, 555, 888 now. The moment she realizes that her influence over you is gone, she will panic internally. She depended on your loyalty to keep her secrets hidden. She never expected heaven to shine a light on her intentions. She believed time would erase her actions, that your memory would fade. But God has preserved every moment in divine record. Her whispers in private rooms have reached the ears of angels. Every manipulation, every twisted tale, every false sympathy. It's all unfolding now. The spiritual courtroom is in session. Someone who once believed her lies is starting to see the cracks. They're having second thoughts. They are remembering your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 474. There's a conversation that took place between her and a man in the family. They discussed your downfall with laughter. But that laughter is turning to shame. Your name has been mentioned in a chat. A message was sent about you, intended to stay hidden, but it's about to surface. Archangel Michael says, justice is not loud, it is accurate. It arrives softly, but its impact is unshakable, and now, it is arriving at her door. She will feel the consequences of everything she did in your absence. Her own words will turn on her, her false stories will become her burden. The divine realm is allowing her mask to fall slowly, so that those who once clapped for her begin to ask questions. The silence around her will grow louder. Watch for a sudden emotional outburst from her. It may come through a message, a call, or an unexpected appearance, but do not be shaken. This is the moment of breaking. She will confess, not from remorse, but from fear of being alone. That's not your responsibility anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 626. Your ancestors saw this betrayal long before you were born. They placed a shield over your future. They prepared this moment of revelation. She will blame the past. She will say she acted from pain. But the truth is, she made a choice, and it was not yours to carry. There's a small object you own that she once gifted you. It holds energy. It is tied to one of the things she did behind your back. If you've had dreams of being trapped, held down, or watched, it's connected. That gift wasn't a gift, it was a seed for control. The moment you remove it from your space, clarity will return. Sleep will improve, your inner peace will no longer feel interrupted. Her goal was to always know your next move before you made it. That way, she could prepare her sabotage, but now, your steps are divinely hidden. She cannot follow where you are being elevated. Her presence is no longer authorized, the doors you're entering are locked to her spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 949. Someone from her past is returning. This person knows a secret she's kept for years. And they are no longer willing to stay quiet. That's the final blow to her illusions. Everything she tried to bury is rising to the surface. Because what you bury alive will eventually grow and show. She's starting to feel isolated, not because people are turning on her, but because truth repels darkness. And truth is now your companion. Your courage is unlocking a legacy. You've broken the chain of silence that cursed others in your bloodline. You stood up when no one else would. Your sister was the loudest in pretending to protect you, but the quiet ones noticed how her words never matched her energy. Someone in your family has been waiting for you to see this. They didn't know how to tell you, but now they're praying for your strength. The protection you now walk with is unstoppable. The gates of manipulation are falling, and your feet are moving toward divine land. Type Amen to get blessing 778. You will notice unexpected blessings now, opportunities, calls, even money flowing in ways that were blocked before. Because her spiritual interference is being cut off. She had tried to mirror your destiny, but your light cannot be copied. Your calling is encoded with divine frequency. She's about to face her own mirror, and what she sees won't be pretty. It will be a reflection of every hidden act. She will wonder why doors are closing for her, why people stop calling, why her peace disappears. It's the result of her own storm, but God is calling you to release it all. Not for her sake, but for your future. You are not her judge, you are the survivor. Let her name lose its weight in your heart. Let her stories dissolve from your mind, let her absence become your silence. The heavens are blessing you for your patience. For how long you endured without exploding, that was your strength. Type Amen to get blessing 313. The next person to contact you with news will reveal something shocking. A message she sent about you. A favor she did against you. You may feel rage, that is normal. But do not let it consume your joy. She expected you to lash out, to expose her in return. But you are built differently. You are rising, not reacting. Archangel Michael says, there is a light now around your name. Your destiny is correcting itself. The imbalance is being fixed, everything that was taken from you by deceit is being restored. Every promise delayed is being expedited. Every wrong label is being peeled off. You don't owe her access to your joy. You don't owe her invitations to your future. She forfeited those privileges with every betrayal. A new person is entering your life. Sent by God. This person will honor your spirit. They will speak your name with love, not envy. Type Amen to get blessing 888. You are not just being protected. You are being elevated, and her betrayal was the key that unlocked your next chapter. From this moment forward, your atmosphere will shift. Even your breath will feel lighter, because the heavy spirit is gone. Your glow will confuse her. Your peace will irritate her, because she expected to see you fall, and instead, she'll witness your rise. Her final weapon was silence. The quiet tension, the unspoken guilt. But you are no longer dancing in that emotional prison. She once believed you needed her, that you were emotionally attached. But the heavens showed her wrong. Your strength was not in your connection to her, your strength was in your ability to disconnect. And now, you've done it. You've survived the greatest betrayal in silence, and now the silence will serve your peace, not your suffering. Type Amen to get blessing 747. She will try to re-enter softly, pretending like nothing happened. Her tone will be different. Her words will be polished, but her energy will still carry the weight of jealousy. Watch for unusual gestures, gifts, offers of help, sudden kindness. These are not genuine. They are disguised attempts to regain her control. But this time, you are awake, spiritually awake. Emotionally alert. No one can manipulate what God has already exposed. The angels have built a wall around your soul. Not of stone, but of discernment. And your heart can finally hear what your ears once ignored. Type Amen to get blessing 399. There is a reason this message found you today. The timing is precise, the heavens don't move on accident. Your sister's downfall is not yours to orchestrate. It's already in motion, the universe is unraveling every net she tried to trap you in. People who once supported her blindly are questioning their loyalty. Because her actions are no longer matching her narrative, her inconsistencies are catching up to her. She is no longer seen as the strong one. She is seen as the source of whispers. And whispers cannot survive in truth. She didn't just envy your progress, she tried to delay it. By using your vulnerabilities, by twisting your words to make you appear unstable. But God kept you calm. That calmness was misunderstood, it was seen as weakness. But it was divine preservation. You were being protected while heaven prepared your vindication. Type Amen to get blessing 522. Even her closest allies are beginning to sense it. They feel her energy shift when your name is mentioned, they sense the tension when you walk into the room. She's caught in a trap of her own making. Because lies need maintenance, and she can no longer keep up with the web she spun. Soon, she'll contradict herself. Her story will change, and those who believed her will begin to see the cracks. You won't need to say a word. Your silence is speaking, your peace is louder than her performance. The moment she sees you thriving despite her intentions, it will break something inside her. That's the justice you never asked for, but heaven provided. Archangel Michael says, do not fight her battle. Rise above it. God is not asking you to stoop to her level, He's lifting you far above it. You are not just being vindicated. You are being honored, and the ones who once overlooked you will now look up to you. Type Amen to get blessing 633. This week, you'll notice a shift in your environment, something will feel lighter. The air itself will feel less heavy. That's the removal of her spiritual interference. She has tried to connect to you in dreams recently. She has tried to pull your energy back. But her access has been revoked. She will feel it first in her emotions. Mood swings. Restlessness, irritation. And she won't understand why. It's because the bridge has been destroyed, the cord is severed. Her influence is broken. You may notice certain shared memories trying to surface. That's not nostalgia, it's residue. Let it pass. Don't hold on to it, let go of the guilt. Let go of the wish that she could have been different. Let go of the hope that one day she would change. That version of her never existed. She was never meant to protect you. She was the storm you had to learn to stand through, and now that you've stood through it, the sun is rising. Type Amen to get blessing 717. There's someone older in your family who suspected her truth. They never said anything. But they prayed. And those prayers reached heaven. You are walking in the answers to prayers you didn't know were spoken. That's why the exposure is unfolding with such precision. She is being exposed not just for what she did to you, but for what she planned to do next, and God said, no more. You are now being positioned to lead, to rise, to shine. Your name will be restored, your influence will grow. She will watch it all happen. That will be her mirror, not as punishment, but as realization. She will understand what she lost. Because she didn't just lose a sibling, she lost a covering, she lost loyalty. She lost access to someone who truly loved her. But your love was never meant to be abused, your heart was never meant to be stepped on. And now, heaven is defending you. Type Amen to get blessing 300. Watch your surroundings in the next 24 hours. Someone unexpected will try to reach out with something she said recently. Don't panic, receive it as confirmation. You don't need revenge. You have revelation, and revelation is the beginning of your power. Her greatest fear is not your anger, it's your distance. She can't control a version of you she can't reach, and now, she can't reach you. She will hear about your progress from others. She will see your name in places she never expected, and she will have to clap silently. You are no longer under the cloud of family manipulation. You are walking in divine identity, and no one can dim that light. This is the reason you had to go through the betrayal. So that God could separate you from those who were quietly draining you. Archangel Michael says, your destiny was delayed, but never denied. Your hour is here. Step into it with power. Type Amen to get blessing 555. There is a woman who knows everything. She was quiet all this time, but not anymore. She heard every detail your sister whispered in secrecy. Your name was mentioned recklessly. Stories were distorted with intention, your image was twisted to strangers. But this woman has had enough. Her silence is ending, she is about to tell you the truth, unfiltered, raw, and shocking. She held back before because she feared conflict. But now she fears silence more, her heart can't carry the weight of your sister's lies anymore. This woman is not an enemy. She was simply trapped in loyalty to the wrong person, but your light has touched her conscience. She will approach gently. She will test your energy first, but her words will hit like thunder once she starts. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. When she speaks, do not interrupt, let her say it all. Every word she speaks will be a missing piece. She may mention a moment that didn't make sense before, an event that made you question yourself. It will now be explained clearly. She may even show you proof, screenshots, notes, voice recordings, evidence your sister thought would never see light. It will sting. But it will also free you, because knowing the truth finally ends the guessing. Archangel Michael says, you were never crazy. You were never dramatic, you were picking up divine signals. Everything you felt was real. Every uneasiness, every distant look. Every spiritual disturbance. It was heaven protecting your spirit from the dagger behind your back. And now, you will see the exact hand that held that dagger. Type Amen to get blessing 411. Your sister had more than envy, she had intent. She wanted your influence. She wanted your role, she wanted your blessings. But what she didn't understand was this. God doesn't bless manipulation, God doesn't honor masks. She performed loyalty. But in private, she competed with you, her love was a costume. Her support was an illusion. The woman who's about to speak will expose more than betrayal, she will expose a cycle. A pattern your sister has repeated before. You are not the first victim, but you will be the last. Because you are not tolerating it anymore. You are about to rise so high. Even your memory will stop looking back, the version of you that allowed this for too long has now ended. And the version stepping forward is protected, elevated, and untouchable. Type Amen to get blessing 622. Your sister will sense something has changed. She will try one last time. She will create a fake situation to pull sympathy, she may claim illness, financial trouble, or mental stress. But behind the tears is a strategy. Behind the silence is a plot, do not fall into it again. Let God handle her. Your job is not to fix her, your job is to protect yourself. She once had access to your thoughts. Now she's locked out, she will try through others, don't be surprised if mutual contacts begin acting strange. Someone may call pretending to care. But the question is not what they say, it's what they carry, check their spirit. Your sister is using people now. She knows her direct influence has crumbled, so she's working from the shadows again. But Archangel Michael says, even her shadows are exposed now. Her whispers are being caught by angels, her steps are being monitored. Nothing hidden stays hidden forever. Type Amen to get blessing 888. you'll notice objects in your house suddenly reminding you of her. A photo. An old item, a scent. That is spiritual residue. Cleanse your space, remove what holds emotional ties to her manipulation. Set your environment free. Your home must match your destiny. There is no room for symbols of pain or betrayal. Even subtle memories hold vibrations. The angels are guiding you now, every step, every word, every silence, they are all part of your deliverance. You were not just betrayed. You were spiritually targeted, your light irritated her darkness. That is why she smiled with her mouth and cursed with her actions. That is why your name was sugar in your presence and poison in your absence. She spoke two languages, one for you, one for them. But both have now been decoded. Type Amen to get blessing 969. You may feel tempted to confront her. To demand answers. To scream the pain she caused, but peace will sting her louder than any confrontation ever could. Your healing is your revenge. Your silence is your closure, your growth is her mirror. When you post your progress, she'll watch in silence. When you speak your truth, she'll hear the echo of everything she tried to suppress. She tried to bury you with words, but didn't realize you were a seed. And now you're growing where she never expected. There is a divine table being prepared for you, a circle of people who celebrate without jealousy. A room where your name is honored, not twisted. Your sister will not be invited to that table, not by your hand. Not by heavens. Archangel Michael says, her chapter in your story is closing, and this time, there will be no sequel. Type Amen to get blessing 505.